I need a one dance, got an Hennessy in my hand. One more time, I'm done. This your man, 100 grand. Your man with the plan. A-Town FOE. A-Town FOE TV. But I keep it A1 so don't get lost in the sauce. Now, when you playing sports, a lot of things can happen now. Even though you don't expect it to, but it does. And you just had to be careful. Right now, I think this is like the top 10 horrific sports injuries, bro. Like, we about to check them shits out. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long like I do in every other video. The link will be in the description to the original video. So, y'all check that bitch out and support the person who uploaded the video. You know what I'm saying? But we finna get into this shit right now, bro. Let's go.
Sometimes athletes push their bodies a little too far. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 horrific sports injuries.
You know, each day I got more confident.
It's hours and hours of torture, but he was there every day, putting in the work and sustaining the pain.
For this list, we're looking at the most horrific and cringeworthy injuries suffered by athletes. However, we're not including injuries resulting in death, nor are we including those injuries suffered as
that when he bit his ear. Mike Tyson, what the fuck did you do? Why did you do that? I never fucking understood why he did that to this day.
Extremely graphic, so viewer discretion is advised.
Oh my God, what happened?
Number 10, Trent McCleary, injury, fractured larynx. Hockey players are some of the most fearless athletes out there. On January 29, 2000, Montreal Canadiens forward Trent McCleary proved it by dropping to the ice to block a slap shot from Philadelphia Flyers.
No, don't tell me somebody hit him in the throat.
The puck hit McCleary in his throat from only a few feet away, however, fracturing his larynx and causing a collapsed lung.
They dislocated my jaw and opened my airway so some air could get in.
McCleary was minutes away from dying on the ice.
Oh,
the medical staff at the Montreal Arena was able to partially open his airway, and he was rushed to hospital for an emergency tracheotomy so time-sensitive, McCleary was still in his skates.
That nigga got hit in the throat with the hockey puck.
The operation saved his life.
Would I have done anything different? No. And that's, I can.
Did he still play after that?
Number 9, Anderson Silva, injury.
I seen that. I remember that shit.
Anderson the Spider Silva currently holds the Ultimate Fighting Championship streak for longest title defense with 16 consecutive wins. This streak ended with a defeat at the hands of Chris Weidman.
Then when he went for the,
July of 2000.
I'm gonna just let y'all see.
Anderson. Oh, he got hit. Looking to finish it. And it's all over.
A rematch between the two fighters was held on December 28, 2013, but this fight
I watched this fight.
For Silva. In the second round, Weidman checked one of Silva's leg kicks, which resulted in a horrific break for the Brazilian fighter.
Why this
Silva
shit?
around Weidman's leg. Silva would rally, however, and defeat Nick Diaz in UFC 183 in his return. Although that win was tainted by charges of drug use.
Oh, come on.
8,
How you fuck
Moises
up,
Alou,
bro?
Injury, dislocated ankle, and fractured fibula. The lack of physical contact makes baseball one of the safer sports. But the injury suffered by Montreal Expos outfielder Moises Alou was truly horrific. Playing at St. Louis's Busch Stadium on September 16, 1993, Alou shot a ball into left field and subsequently took a wide turn while rounding the base. As he attempted to stop and retreat to the bag, his ankle snapped. It looked as though it had been turned 90 degrees. Even an umpire seeing exactly what we saw couldn't look. Alou had to be carried off the field and missed the rest of the 1993 season.
Man.
Number 7, Sid Vicious, injury, snapped tibia and fibula.
I don't think anybody can see this video and
See
not
a vision,
feel
man.
something in the pit of their stomach.
Wrestling is supposed to be scripted and choreographed, but we have a hard time believing this injury to Sid Vicious was planned.
Bruh, he was too
On
big
January
to do that
14th,
shit anyway,
2001,
man.
Facing pressure from World Championship Wrestling management to expand his repertoire of moves, Vicious attempted an aerial maneuver on Scott Steiner called the Big Boot from the second turnbuckle.
Why would you do that, bro?
Look at the
Oh
left
my
foot. Look at the left
fucking
foot.
God,
Landed
bro.
awkwardly on his left leg, however, snapping both his tibia and fibula.
Oh.
With the bones breaking through the skin, Vicious needed 2 hours of surgery and a 17-inch rod in his leg, and required a cane to walk for a while afterwards.
I gave everything I had to give to this business, and I literally mean that.
Amazingly, he eventually stepped back into the ring, returning to the WWE in 2012.
Psycho Sid!
Brother, if you think AJ's a little psycho, this is the guy that invented being psycho.
Number 6.
Number
Kevin
6.
Ware, injury, broken tibia.
Oh
He
man.
just kind of gave me one of those looks, like somebody just saw a ghost or something like that.
It's one thing when a professional athlete suffers a horrible injury, but it's truly tragic when it happens
shit.
at the college
And then the
level to young
team,
athletes
like-
who are not even earning any money.
Oh man.
That is a gruesome looking injury to Kevin Ware.
On March
I remember
31st,
watching this game,
2013,
too.
Louisville Cardinals guard Kevin Ware suffered one of the most gruesome
And then the
injuries
team,
he
look at
ever
the
seen in
team,
an
bro.
Elite 8 game against the Duke Blue Devils. Ware attempted to block a 3-point
Remember what I said
shot,
about that
but
Kyrie
when
Irving
he
video when I
landed,
wanted to play
he snapped
basketball? I
his
changed my
tibia,
mind
which
just that
resulted
fucking
in
quick.
the bone protruding out of his shin.
Look at the bench.
But nigga, you can fuck that. I mean, you can do
Players
shit
on
like
the
that
bench
just
and
walking down
fans
the
in
damn
first few
street.
rows were visibly shaken after seeing the extent of the injury, as was the entire internet when the clip went viral.
So I'm gonna rehab as hard as I can, and I'm gonna get back on the court like there's no tomorrow.
Number 5, Jibril Cissé. Injury, broken tibia and fibula. Some people have the worst luck, and while Jibril Cissé is a football star, we'd still say he has some bad luck, as he broke both of his legs in the span of less than 2 years.
Oh.
The first incident came on October 30th, 2004, while he was playing for Liverpool, when Cissé's boot got caught in the turf,
his leg got
snapping
caught
the
in
tibia
behind
and
it.
fibula in his leg.
Ah.
An injury that was supposedly so serious, the athlete easily could have lost his leg below the knee. Then, while playing for France in a warm-up game against China on June 7th, 2006, Cissé's right boot got caught in the turf once again,
man.
resulting in another nasty broken leg.
The kick to the back of the leg, and it is broken right there. And Cissé's World Cup is done.
Amazingly, Cissé recovered from both injuries and scored more than 50 goals over 2 seasons from 2009 to 2011.
Cissé!
He a savage for that one,
Back to
man.
two apiece. It's
He was
another
holding that
header
leg. He had to
from
think
close
about it.
range. Jibril Cissé scores against his former club.
Man.
Number 4, Willis McGahee, injury, torn ACL, PCL, and MCL.
They're down. Willis McGahee.
Returning to college sports once again, Willis McGahee was one of the most important players on the 2002 Miami Hurricanes team
Oh!
that finished the season ranked number 1 in the polls.
Bust up everything. Will Allen coming like a...
That's why I love college football, bro. Those hits are
In the
deadly.
2003 Fiesta Bowl national championship game against Ohio State, the Hurricanes found themselves down 17-14 in the fourth quarter. McGahee caught a screen pass, but was immediately hit low by
Oh.
Ohio safety Will Allen. McGahee's knee bent backwards, resulting in ACL,
Oh, I
PCL,
seen that.
and MCL tears. To
Man,
end this
he
entry on a
tore
positive
every
note,
fucking thing.
after a long rehabilitation process, McGahee eventually made the NFL and had a successful career.
I mean, it feels good because, you know, a lot of people counted me out coming into this year. And, you know, nobody expected me to do this but me and my coach. And, you know, Coach Spock, they had faith in me.
Number 3,
That
Joe
good,
Theismann,
then.
injury, comminuted compound leg fracture.
Oh.
Washington Redskins QB Joe
I just
Theismann
seen that
had a
nigga fall.
successful NFL career that saw him win 1 Super Bowl. However, he may be best remembered for suffering through what was labeled by the Washington Post as the hit that no one who saw it can ever forget.
Damn,
And the
I didn't
resulting
even see
injury
what
that
happened.
ended his career on November 18th, 1985. Dropping back to pass in a Monday Night Football game against the rival New York Giants,
Oh!
Theismann was hit by Lawrence Taylor, with Gary Reasons and Harry Carson also piling on. Taylor's knee hit Theismann with such force that it snapped his tibia and fibula.
Man.
You know it's bad when the opposing players are desperately calling for medical assistance. And it was bad. Theismann was forced to retire at the age of 36.
I still want to play. I really, really, really want to play football.
Number 2,
Man.
Clint Malarchuk, injury, sliced carotid artery, and jugular vein.
Each side of that skate blade has a microscopic edge that is razor sharp.
Considering how sharp hockey players keep their skates, it's remarkable we don't see more serious lacerations.
Oh boy, Sednik, oh my goodness.
Oh my God, he's bleeding bad.
Richard Sednik is cut wide open. Oh my God.
Florida Panthers forward Richard Sednik suffered
he
a horrific
kicked it.
injury in 2008 when his throat was accidentally cut by
my
a
God,
teammate's
bro.
skate. But nothing compares to Clint Malarchuk, the goaltender for the Buffalo Sabres. Malarchuk and his team were facing the St. Louis Blues on March 22, 1989, when the goalie's carotid artery was severed by a skate blade in a collision in the crease.
Look in.
Come on, bro. The nigga bleeds everywhere.
Though Malarchuk
Yeah, I ain't playing hockey, nigga. Fuck
his
hockey.
life was miraculously saved by the team's athletic trainer, a Vietnam vet and a former Army medic, who pinched off the blood vessel until doctors
How
arrived.
though? Like,
In total,
how?
Malarchuk lost 1.5 liters of blood and required 300 stitches. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
And watch this punch. And look at the blood spray.
Damn.
You know, I can see it there. Look at that. Oh,
She hit him so damn hard it knocked her in
eye
pieces.
pops out of the socket.
And the linebacker Lathers comes in and hits him in the right knee.
Oh, man.
You know, when I came down, my knee just, it wasn't under me.
No finish though by Sean, and he's hurt.
Number 1, Alex McKinnon, injury, broken neck.
Everyone in sport, not just rugby league, they're in total shock.
It's been said that rugby is a hooligan sport played by gentlemen. And rugby players arguably put their bodies on the line.
Nah, that shit damn near like football, bro.
You've ever seen. 22 years old.
Unfortunately for rugby league player Alex McKinnon, this resulted in a life-changing injury.
Oh, they dropped the man right on his fucking head, though.
Playing
Bro.
for the Newcastle Knights in 2014, McKinnon was involved in a dangerous play when he was tackled by Melbourne Storm forward Jordan McLean.
Number 1, man.
and
This is
his
number
head
1.
was driven hard
Look at this
into
shit.
the ground. The collision
Oh.
fractured 2 of McKinnon's vertebrae, paralyzing him on the spot in one of the scariest scenes ever in a sporting event. Remarkably, McKinnon was able to stand up after just 10 months of rehab and still believes he will one day be able to walk again.
That shit wild, man. This shit wild.
Do you agree with our list? Which sports injury do you think was the worst? For more exciting top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for Alex.
Man, that shit crazy. Like, on a serious tip, man. Like, when you play these sports and shit, like, you got to be careful, you know, handling yourself, and you got to be careful with handling other people, because these people's life are at risk. And you know, some people careless when they come to them sports. You know, when they get to them sports, you know, they get the chances to run people over and shit, and all types of other shit. And you know, the shit really ain't cool, because you know, you put somebody's life in danger. Man, I can't play no sports after that shit. And the one I think the worst, though, I still think out of all of them, even though about the man having his neck broke and stuff like that, I still think Kevin Ware injury was the worst, because when he landed, you seen how it went. And then on top of that, after his team seen it, they all jumped out the way, and that made it even worse. Like, I don't know. But anyway, appreciate y'all kicking it with the boy once again. The man with the plan, your man 100 grand, 8-time FOE TV. You know what I'm saying? I keep it A1, so don't get lost in the sauce, nigga. In the sauce, nigga. In the sauce, nigga. Fuck with y'all later, man. I'm out.